Kamala's trying to normalize is Biden being able to wake up and start press conferences going, I'm a man. I'm the president. That's pretty cool. And we're going to talk about this. And, you get it all out of the way. All right, so let's read what President Biden's tweet was. Here we go. Folks, that's always a fun way to start a message. Today I tested positive for COVID again. This happens with a small minority of folks. Now, why do you say that it happens to a small minority of folks? I mean, you would think the odds of both you and Fauci taking the same medication and having COVID rebounds. I mean, usually we don't get good reporting on what's going on with your average human being. I mean, it took us months before we found out that 42% of women had more blood in their vaginas. That took months before we found that information. Now we've had only 2 people that I know of in the White House taking this Paxlovid, and you guys both had rebound effects, but it's very rare. It's very rare. It's a small minority. Well, what are the odds on that? What's the odds that it's only a small minority of people that are getting this rebounding effect, and yet we're 2 for 2 of the old people in the White House that we know that have taken it? Let's read the rest of this. I've got no symptoms, but I'm going to isolate for the safety of everyone around me. I'm still at work, and we'll be back on the road soon. Here's my real question. So even if it is a small minority of people that are taking the Paxlovid, and then it turns out that they end up with these problems, you ever get bad service somewhere and you just go, all right, I'm never coming to this place again? And maybe you just caught them on a bad day. Maybe you just caught Delta on a bad day. Usually Delta, they're always running their flights on time. But on this one time, they kept you on the plane too long. They brought you to the wrong destination. They shipped your clothes to somewhere else. Then they sent you the pictures of someone else who was wearing your clothes, who actually looked better in your clothes. Then you had to feel worse about yourself. They said, hey, here's what happens when this t-shirt is on someone that actually can fit into this t-shirt. And here's the hot chick that person's banging. Delta did all of that. And you're like, my God, Delta, I'm never using your service again. Maybe that was just a one-off. Maybe that's not the way Delta operates. You ever been in like a restaurant and the service is so slow that you then call over the waiter and say, you know what, I'd like to add to my order? And because I didn't realize how hungry I was, and then you just leave. You ever do that one? That one I've never done. But anyways, you do what I'm saying. The Delta one was true, though. They did actually steal my clothes and then take pictures of the other people that were wearing it. But you ever have service that's so bad that you just go, all right, never again? And now, obviously, it's your own logical fallacy. I mean, if you looked at the records of these places, you go, all right, usually these people give their food on time. But sometimes your experience with something is so bad that it doesn't matter if people tell you, like if you went to the ocean and some shark bit your legs off, you might not go to that ocean again. Now, people might tell you, hey, listen, that almost never happens. We're sorry that you lost your legs, but you still have perfectly good arms. And if we strap some floaties to the back of your nubs, you can still enjoy this ocean. You're going to be like, I'm a pool guy now. I'm never going in that fucking ocean again. What is the commitment of Biden and the rest of the White House that even after both of them took the thing, right, and then they end up with the rebounding effects, they don't go, you know what, maybe we should review this. This seems a little bit odd. It seems a little bit strange. Maybe that would even be the honest thing where you go, listen, it's apparently the numbers from the initial studies was that this is never going to happen. But it does seem a little bit odd. So, you know what, we're going to review it. And then you could do a fake review. You could pretend like you reviewed it when you didn't really review it. But it just seems odd to me that you would have that level of commitment that even when both of you guys have rebounding effects, you just go, oh, it never happens. This thing's as good as that vaccine that we gave you guys. Hey, now I'm Fauci. All right, what else?